Hey there, and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you my income report from last month as a part-time reseller. I sell clothing and primarily on the eBay platform, and I made over $2,300 of net profit last month. So we're going to dive on in and I'll show you what sold as well as how I made this much money. Hi, I'm Lee, and I'm the founder of listingtofreedom.com. I've made over 70,000 flipping items on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, and I'm ready to teach you how to make money flipping thrift finds. All right, so I'm going to be jumping on over to my computer, and I'm going to be walking through with you the top 10 items that I sold this month, as well as the gross amount I made and all the expenses, so you can see what goes into running a reselling business like this. Before we get started, if you want to learn more about how to make money flipping items on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, I offer a free course called Reseller Bootcamp. I'm going to leave the link to get signed up for that course below this video so you can get started today. All right, let's jump on over to my computer and we'll get started. All right, so I'm over at my computer so we can go through the exact numbers from my income report. Now, I broke the 70,000 mark just this month, so that was a super exciting milestone to break. And then this is my blog, listingtofreedom.com. If you want to jump on over here, you can read a little bit more about what goes into running a reselling business, how much time I put in. I've actually put in very little time, so about 10 hours a week, mostly during my little one's nap time. My other two kids are now in school. For the month that we're looking at, it was still summer, so they were home, and I was setting them up with activities to do, either a game on the computer, educational math game that I got them, or reading books from the library, which they love to read. All right, so these are the numbers here. I start out with the actual money that I receive from eBay. I do not include the total amount with the sales tax and all that, because I don't actually see that. It gets taken out and given to eBay before I even see it. So this is the actual money that comes into my checking account, and that amount during the month that we're looking at, the month of August, this was a little over $3,800. All right, so my biggest expense every month is postage, and that came out to $1,200 that I spent for shipping. Now you might be wondering, now don't you charge for shipping, or are you offering free shipping? Why are you paying so much for shipping? And the answer to that question is I do charge buyers shipping. I very, very rarely give free shipping. However, the way eBay works is the buyer pays and I receive the full amount with the shipping, less sales tax and fees. And so I do receive that money into my checking account, but then I have to turn around and ship the items. And so that's where that shipping cost comes from. And the thing I like about this and doing it this way is I'm able to use my credit card where I get 2% cash back. And so I can earn a little bit of money every month based off of an expense that I have to pay as part of my business. All right, it came out to $275 that I spent on sourcing items. That wasn't even numbered, $275.00. I do record to the penny, but it did happen to come out this month to an even number, so I think that's the first time that's happened. All right, the other expense that I had this last month was for labels and poly mailers, and this came out to $42, a little over $42 that I spent to purchase 2,000 thermal labels that should last me right around a year, and then poly mailers from eBay. All right, so let's jump on over to my eBay account, and I have all the top sales from this month that sold, and some of them are a little bit random. So this first one is the brand called Christopher and Banks. I just noticed that I completely spelled this wrong. The item still sold, and it sold for $32.99 plus shipping. And this is what it looks like on the front pockets. And embroidered, has a little log cabin and bears, which is really, really cute. Next is the soft surroundings. I did sell a lot of soft surroundings items, and this one sold for $30 plus $7 or more of shipping. This shows to my location. It may be different depending on where the buyer was. Now this soft surroundings, I found a whole lot of these. The problem with them is they were drenched in cigarette smoke, and I wasn't exactly sure how to get that out. I did end up getting it all out, and it was actually pretty easy. I found a product, actually another reseller mentioned the product to me, and so I tried that out and it did work. I do have a video on that if you'd like to see what I used to get that smoke out. The next item is our overalls, and these do have some bleach and some staining on them, and I listed them as grunge and clearly stated that they do have the staining. Those still sold for $33.99 plus shipping. The next item is a scrub top, and I thought this was so cute. This was actually not probably one of my biggest sales dollar-wise, but it still got $26.99, and this is Winnie the Pooh and Tigger out trick-or-treating for Halloween. So $26.99 for that scrub top. This is a cool men's jacket, and this sold for the full asking price of $46.99. Next is a jacket, and it's a brand that's called Buffalo Country, and it's in the rockabilly style, so super nice looking. It did take a while to sell, but it sold for $35 plus shipping. This is another soft surroundings item that sold for $34.99 at the full asking price. Another soft surroundings that I accepted an offer on of $30. This has a lot of beadwork, super nice. All right, another item that sold for $30 is this brand, and I have never heard of it before, and I don't know how to say it, Errata, Silent Journey. And let me see if I can find the tag picture just so that you know what it looks like to keep your eye out for this one. So this is the tag here, and that's what that guy looks like. So $30 for that one. This is another pair of short alls, and these are purple linen, and they are just the brand Cherokee, like from Target. So nothing special. These sold for $27 plus shipping. This is a Lululemon jacket, sold for $46.99, and that's this one. That's what that looks like, Define. This was a really interesting sale, and I had no idea what this was when I got it. A lot of times those are my best sellers is because they're for a specific use. Now this was supposed to go, as far as my research could uncover, it's supposed to go under a dry suit, but it is a fleece garment, and then it has these stirrups to keep them in place. That sold for almost $45. These are a pair of Abercrombie shorts. Now I don't sell a whole lot of Abercrombie, but the men's cargo shorts do sell really well, and they usually sell for in this $30 price range. These were no different. They do have, fading. They sold for the $32.99. All right, this is another vintage dress. I absolutely love selling vintage clothing. And I do have a vintage clothing guide that features 57 lucrative items to look for. So I'm going to leave the link for that guide below this video. So here's this dress, and that sold for $40 plus shipping. This is another vintage item that is by the brand Ocean Pacific that you've probably heard of before. But I noticed when I was doing research for my vintage clothing guide that these shorts, these cargo shorts, and their corduroy from Ocean Pacific sell pretty well. I was hoping to get closer to $50. I ended up accepting an offer for $38 on these shorts. Thanks so much for watching. I'd love to hear from you. If you had an extra $1,000 or $2,000 a month, what would you do with it? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you want to see more, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video soon.